We have moved past the sterile debate between those who say government is the enemy and those who say government is the answer. My fellow Americans, we have found a third way. Tonight I come before you to announce that the federal deficit, once so incomprehensibly large that it had 11 zeros, will be simply zero.
As 1998 began, President Clinton was poised for a year of great progress. The burden of the federal deficit was gone, and prospects for a budget surplus were strong.
What should we do with this projected surplus? I have a simple, four-word answer. Save Social Security first.
The president pressed forward on health care reform, signing an executive order to implement a patient bill of rights for everyone receiving federal medical benefits.
We are proving we can make these rights real now for nearly 90 million Americans. Now the Congress must pass national legislation to protect all Americans with a patient bill of rights.
President Clinton continued to gain stature as a global leader by making an historic trip to Africa, the most extensive to that continent by any American president in history. Among his most important diplomatic accomplishments was the peace accord in Northern Ireland.
After a 30-year winter of sectarian violence, Northern Ireland today has the promise of a springtime of peace.
But Americans throughout the world continued to be targets for terrorists.
I want to talk to you about the terrorist bombings yesterday that took the lives of Americans and Africans at our embassies in Nairobi, Kenya, and Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
2 weeks later, America struck back.
Today, I ordered our armed forces to strike at terrorist-related facilities in Afghanistan and Sudan because of the threat they present to our national security.
Another threat came from Iraq, where American and British forces responded with strikes on Saddam Hussein's regime. While President Clinton grappled with these international challenges and continued to produce economic growth at home, his political opponents sought to undermine and impeach the president. Despite record-high job approval ratings and midterm election results indicating that the public strongly opposed impeachment, the House of Representatives, voting mostly along partisan lines, passed 2 articles of impeachment.
On this vote, the yeas are 228, the nays are 206. Article 1 is adopted.
I hereby deliver these articles of impeachment. Would you hold this?
A year that began with so much progress ended with impeachment, a bitter culmination of partisan politics.